Coach, was there any doubt that this team could come back after a scoreless first 40?
You know what? This is one of Mr. Abbott's favorite lines, is never a doubt.
The last time that the franchise itself played a Game 7 was against Niagara the first year here. You guys were going into the third period. They're down 1-0. Same thing here. You guys scored an extra goal here. Some crazy similarities between the two games.
That is, yeah, they're very interesting. And you know what? Just a crazy series overall. Like, what a wild run, back and forth. Both teams played unbelievable hockey. And the weirdest thing about it is I think it was every team that scored first lost that game. So there was just another reason for us to stick with it all the way through, and unbelievable third period, and the big boys stepping up to the plate there and getting it done.
Well, the first two periods, the guys looked, to be blunt, they looked a little flat. What fired them up? Was it simply that power play that got them going?
I didn't mind her. I thought we were kind of patient. You know, obviously you're playing against a really good hockey team. I think both teams it's a Game 7. It's a little bit nerves going on, but I felt like we were still getting our chances. The puck was bouncing a little bit, and I just thought, honestly, if we stuck with it, maybe we get a call, maybe we get a bounce, something's going to happen here, and of course that's exactly what happened.
A lot of these guys getting their first taste of a Game 7 at this level too. What was the message going into the game?
Honestly, we just kind of broke things down in terms of what the game is. We didn't talk about it being a Game 7. We just talked about, we got home ice advantage. We've worked all year for this. Hence why you put all that work in to try to win the division is for this, to have home ice. And just treat it like any other game that we have all year. Been a very good team at home, and that was kind of the plan going into it, and try to relieve the pressure a little bit. But it's fun. It's fun playing a Game 7. It sure is.
Sorry, I've been in this building a lot of years because I'm old and seen a lot of noisy buildings through the Centennial years and through the Battalion years. It's maybe the loudest I've heard it, especially when you tied it up, and the rest of the way too. I mean, the players have to feed off that.
They fed off of it, and I think you just got the sense we're down one. If we could get one, you knew something was going to happen. That just energized our guys right away, and this crowd is. At this time of year, I don't think there's a better building in the CHL.
To add to that comment, 4,200 fans plus for multiple times this series. How much of a boost does that provide?
It's huge, and it's, to be honest, it's exactly what these guys deserve. So it certainly is helping us, and hopefully it can continue here.
Talk about how the guys feed off of Liam Arnsby. He had some chances throughout the first and second period, seemed like he was forcing things. And then that first shift he had in that third period seemed like he was like, okay, we're not done, let's go here.
Yeah, what probably did turn it a little bit was when he drove the net there late in the second, and the puck just kind of bounced over his stick and almost had it. I think that just energized our group a little bit, and that's why he's our captain. I call him the Mr. Identity, and he got us going.
I want to ask about Zito. That guy did have energy from start to finish, and in the third period, I don't think there was anybody out there that played harder than Pasquale.
He's had a great series here for us. There's no doubt he's just risen to the challenge. There's somebody you can look at there, and this wasn't his first time going through it. He got to play in some Game 7s last year, and the experience he has, that's just priceless. So he doesn't panic in situations like this, and he had a really, really good game here tonight again.
What does this mean for the owner who's always at your left after post-game interviews? Moving this team to North Bay 10 years ago, having a vision, seeing this barn sold out 2 straight playoff games. What does this mean for the owner?
Well, I can speak on behalf of myself. I love this man so much, and I want to keep going here. We're not done. I don't want to stop. I want to keep going for him because he literally treats us like you wouldn't believe, and him above anyone else deserves something special.
I wanted to ask, Peterborough on the horizon, but you guys have home ice advantage this round, something you didn't have last year. Just quick thoughts before that series.
You know what? Ask me tomorrow or Thursday or it is interesting just the way the series worked out is we were always playing on the same nights. So I haven't seen them play. I haven't had time to do anything like that. So I think that's going to be a question for a day or two.
Quickly, just about Kyle McDonald. He's now tied Barclay for, I believe it's 5th in postseason goals in a Battalion uniform, but he seems to score them in big moments, and he's not just done that in playoffs. It's something he's carried over from the regular season. Just talk about what he's meant to the locker room and the fact that he keeps coming up in big situations.
It's just massive, right? When you have guys, you just keep looking at the bench, and there's multiple guys that you can keep throwing out there that have it in them, and Big Mac, he leads the way in that department for sure. So just another way. He found a way to put a puck in the back of the net, and another one he's having an unbelievable playoffs, but rose to the challenge big here in this series for sure.
Last one I got for you. I wanted to ask about that penalty shot late. I mean, I know we've talked about nerves before, and you have one of the best goalies in the league. What's going through your mind when they're awarded a penalty shot that late?
I had to quickly look at the clock first off and just make sure there wasn't a ton of time left. And I just was reminded that we were up 3-1 and not 2-1, which was massive at that point. But, whoa, that got the nerves going a little bit.
Thanks, Ryan.
Don't forget, subscribe and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.